All right, so for this week, if you do not manage to make it into the class on Wednesday or Thursday, just to kind of give you a heads up, what we're doing is looking at Plessy versus Ferguson as a way to kind of really get into some more depth as to what it was that created a need for more civil rights due to the segregation issues that happened at the turn of the century with Plessy versus Ferguson. So day 1 and 2 assignments are pretty easy, just kind of intro discussions, kind of talking about what was the case about, and then on Thursday we're going to get into a little bit more depth about, kind of different aspects of what made the case significant from different perspectives and why they were doing this separate but equal type of clause and how it applied to our constitutional ideas. The last assignment here is going to be a group assignment, and it's going to be more group based on what you're assigned to focus on in this case. And apologies for the order of this. The link was broken, and so I had to fix it. But basically, you're going to be given one of 6 different aspects of analysis and make a presentation, 3 to 5 slides that relate to this part. And so pretty much you're just going to go through here. You're going to pick, you're going to be given one of these as a certain number of you, and you can choose to work together to make your presentation, or you can just go on your own and do your own part. But just to kind of give you an example of what this looks like, here's group 1. Each one of these is basically like a little PDF file that tells you kind of a process of thinking about things. So the idea is this is what you're going to read about, and then there's always some questions to consider. And more or less what you're going to do is just, like for this one, 3 to 5 slides, you're going to come up with answers and then put that into a slides presentation. You're not going to be actually giving the presentations, but the idea here is that you create these presentations and submit them by the time you leave on Thursday. We're going to have this due at the end of class because I want you to really be working on it when you're in class on that one day, so that you guys can kind of talk about it because of your groupings and then what you're going to do to kind of work together, and then ultimately have somebody kind of be the representative that puts the thing. So we're going to be looking at the interpretation of the Constitution, and then to go in order, we look at the arguments a group does. We look at the dissent. We're going to look at the comparison of the amendments, and then we got a couple doc analysis sections to that. So that's this week. Remember, when we come back from spring break, or Friday, this is the beginning of spring break, you do not have an attendance day. When we come back from spring break, we will all be together in one room. So we'll see you then. Have a good break.